Alright, well, I will check out in a couple seconds whether or not this Bluetooth headset is actually working. Kicking a chair across concrete in a second. Also testing that out to see mic stuff. I got my second camera pointed towards the fire pit, and we're about to see how this works out. So I got a bunch of fucking, leftover lumber and whatever that I've been keeping up with. Uh, Come on, fucker. Are you fucking okay? There we go. Oh, I hate this. Okay, come on, light you bitch ass. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I got distracted for everybody that ends up actually watching the replay or whatever. It took a second to actually light the torch. Well, we're cooking with gas, obviously, now. It's just not diesel gas. Shout out to EBT. Okay, how's that angle looking? And it's looking kind of dog shit. Let's adjust that. Fairy lights need to be adjusted. All right. Well, I don't know if you can, if anybody's actually watching and can hear me versus the crackling of the fire, let me know. I have the camera for the fire muted, but I myself am behind the fire and unmuted. So, all right, let's see what we got here. So, we have basically a bunch of lumber over here that we can throw into here. Thankfully, because it has not been so incredibly hot for the last week in Arizona, um, it's actually kind of comfortable to have a bonfire now, but the next week is going to be starting to heat up, so we'll see how that turns out. But uh, I need to get rid of a lot of this stuff, plus also just turning a lot of your lumber to ash if you're trying to grow plants and different things like that. Helps for, replenishing things. So, don't know how often people do that kind of stuff, if you even have the ability to do those things, because I understand that life is definitely hard for everyone. Even having a little plot of land is a major uh, feat. Not a minor miracle, to say the least, for people that are trying to get homes and try and hunker down for whatever chaos we might assume is inbound. What's going on? Oh, it's you change your name all the time. Um, yeah, no, I will not be twerking on the fire, but I will be hosting the fire. So at least you know, for anybody that's needing a time away to from the panels to at least be able to hang out. So basically, what you're seeing is my finger here. Yeah, all right. So right here is the what I'm turning into the chicken shed. It's only going to be 3 chickens, so it's not going to be very many of them, but they're going to be in there, and then the other half of it's going to be holding a couple of different like tools, whatever, just random stuff there. Right here, it's reflecting a lot. See, it's even reflecting off of my finger. But that's just literally a bunch of lumber right there, and then that's the fire. Hey, you can kind of see that better. Basically, just hanging out. You know, obviously because everybody cares so goddamn much about making their internet presence seem something important to a point where they either become sort of a spiritual leader or political leader or a leader in general. Why can't you just be a fucking normal human being, in my opinion? Like, I think we're deep enough into the postmodern arc to where most people, it's no longer edgy or progressive or changes people's minds or does anything really to be self-aware, right? This pop self-awareness type of people where, oh, my life's fucked up, but I'm gonna get it together, one of these days. I'm gonna fucking figure it out, it's it's coming around. I'm gonna figure it out. This pop, like, psychology, breaking the fourth wall, talking to the viewers and saying, oh, I'm gonna figure my shit out. None of them ever do. Ever. So, um, that's why I figured it would be fun to just hang out with you dickheads for a little bit, whoever's out here. Hold on, can I? Yes, I can pull this. Honestly, I remember back in the day when Benton was running the, content wars banner, and he had talked about, like, look, if I gotta go somewhere and I gotta fucking, like, hunker down somewhere, just somebody give me your shed and just don't bother me. Just let me stay back there like the hermit that I am. Let me live stream, make sure that I got good internet, and just don't bother me. It's fine. Like, I'm gonna be the little hermit that I am. And at least he's been consistent. He is the little hermit that he is, living in that car out in California. And quite honestly, it's a hop, skip, and a jump from where he's at to be able to come out and hang out here. So if he ever stops by either in the chat or in the comments and wants to hang out in Phoenix for a weekend or whatever, I'd let him sleep in the shed. I don't got a problem with that. What else is going on the internet? Fucking. Oh, well, actually, I don't know if many people are the same way. So I figure the best way to insult him is by deliberately misspelling his name and talking about him because he's a fucking schizophrenic Canadian. But he seems to have started to jump even further into the panel sphere because of the fact that, well, seems like somebody's broken up with him. And I'm not going to spread all the tea all over these internet streets and say who did what with who and whatever. But you can piece together 1+1 to figure out all that stuff. But based on what I saw this morning, yesterday morning, with his meltdown over at Benton, since we were talking about him earlier, he's obviously not handling the breakup well. I'm talking about the Sandy machine. I don't know if you saw, because you mentioned Benton. Uh, he was over on Benton's stream recently and had, was had just basically gotten broke up with for who knows how many times with Bex and is obviously spiraling. So he started attacking everybody and exhibited himself to be, the type of shut-in, schizophrenic, manic person that he is. That was what I was talking about. Sorry, I couldn't take the long walk with you on this discussion. I need to fucking think of literally anything else today. What do you? Hey, uh, damn it! I wanted to call you by some of your other names, Mommy Buttersnuffs. You fucking non, or whatever your other random previous names were. I know you. Give me something else to talk on or riff on, or if anybody else is in the chat wants something to talk about, or if you just want it to be fucking campfire, it can just be campfire. So I'm gonna mute for a little bit and let you guys decide. It was rats was the other one. Yeah, okay. Sorry, yeah. Yep. All right, you good? Yeah. Why do you, okay? I mean, I kind of get it that some people have to or feel the desire to change their name or whatever. But from your perspective, what was your reason for changing it? Was it, something was funny recently that compelled you to change the name, or was it, I need to stop having people associate themselves with me, or what? I dig the explanation. Appreciate that. Yeah, the bucket for the preppers, knee of justice for Floyd. Yeah, I. Yeah, excellent. What up, TBE? Yeah, just basically campfiring it out in the backyard. If you want to hang out, hit the button. I think I got my tablet running, so I can pull you up to hang out, shoot the shit. Burning wood, you know. There's nothing really important here at this point. We are basically just waiting for the end of all the chaos. Hey, what's up, retards? Good to see you guys. Yeah, just basically, kicking off some fire. I don't know if there's any actual guests in the background. I don't see any guests. I don't actually know how to confirm that there is anybody actually back there. But the link is pinned. If you guys want to hang out, shoot the shit during the bonfire, you're welcome to. If you don't want to, you just want to have the ASMR of the fucking fire pit, that's fine. That's the only reason I fucking lit it. I figured I would share it up to, make it a lit stream, if you will. So, uh, hang out, enjoy, pass it on, or if you guys got any topics you want me to talk about and riff on for a minute, whatever. I'm just hanging out. So I'll end in probably 20, 30 minutes, depending on how quickly the wood's burning, whatever. But, you know, we're here for a little bit, and I appreciate you guys stopping by. Hope you're all doing well. I figure might as well show that I'm alive for a little bit before I go back to not posting again. That was a little bit loud. Good to see you, JT. Hope you're doing well. I need to take off my headphones because I had the mic over there. I got my mic on for the tablet so that you guys can listen to the crackle of the fire pit, but hearing myself on echo a second and a half behind was throwing me off. It's hump day, middle of the week for anybody that's doing that regular weekday slaving. For anybody else that just does Monday to Sunday, it's still kind of a midweek hump day. So, wanted to drop in, do a little bonfire because I had some leftover lumber. I've been building some raised beds that I'm going to either try and turn into a bigger project or maybe start selling because they're looking fucking great and I'm getting good at it. So, I figure I might as well start putting my skills to work. As a sign for anybody that's been putting their skills on the shelf. If you got something that you can do and you can turn into a profit and you're not doing it, why the fuck aren't you? Are you just not compelled enough yet? Do you need somebody to light a fire under your ass? What's the deal, huh? You need what's going on? If you need a motivation, here's your campfire. Uncle Steve sidebar conversation. Get your shit together. Fucking whatever sort of like hobby that you always joke about being your Etsy project that you're gonna dunk on, hipster bitches because it'd be post ironic or whatever sort of goal you have. Fucking at least try it out. Like, what's it gonna do? Kill you? Probably not. At least you could try and make some sort of a hobby thing and something. See if you can get good at it. I've built fucking 6 planters now at this point. I've gotten it down to where I can do it under 30 minutes, where I can turn a regular pallet with a sawzall and a fucking power tool, like a regular drill power tool, in 30 minutes, and a hand stapler. Those three tools can basically turn a regular pallet into a 20-inch high by 20-inch wide by 40-inch long planter lined with weed blocker, the black material, whatever, so that it holds the soil in, all that stuff. You guys, obviously, I'm not going to corner the market because I'm not going to be shipping fucking planter boxes from Phoenix out to bumfuck wherever the hell you are that you're watching here from, right? So, just, passive suggestion. You don't have to make planter boxes, but at least fucking try your hand at making some shit that you can get good at, because, like, I don't know, man. I think it's a lost motivation, maybe for guys, that people don't have hobbies anymore. They don't fucking, they're not as quote unquote autistic train guys that want to have a fucking whole Thomas the Tank Engine basement. Maybe you don't need to do it that way. Fine, I understand that, but at least like indulge that part of your brain, right? Hey, it's Layla now too, hanging out. Good to see you, lady. Hope you and CVO are doing well. Hanging, you guys are building now. What are you up to? A fucking squad, a battalion that you're building down there in Florida? You got a fucking secret MAGA group that you're building once Trump gets reelected to save the white race, or what? What's going on? No, but all jokes aside, hope you guys are doing well. All signs point to you guys are fucking killing it. Yeah, I'm just basically hanging out. Got the bonfire going because I got a whole bunch of leftover lumber that I needed to burn. And I'm going to use the charcoal and ash to kind of like replenish part of the different parts of the grass and planter boxes that I have. So, oh, this is funny. Okay, so this guy, now I actually finally have something to talk about. So this guy, John Wayne, I don't know who he is an alt of, but I did see him over at Tommy's earlier. So he is part of this narrow fucking universe of schizophrenic retards that do all the panels that we all know about. So you're not unique, you're special, you're not, standing out, whatever. The fact that you are giving away more of yourself and letting people hone in as to who you are. I mean, you do you, but it's makes it a little bit easier to kind of identify who you are. But have your fun with your alts. Can't stop you. Wouldn't ever want to try and out anybody because I don't play the alt game. But I do respect the alt game. Sometimes having alts so that you can have a really funny name to really get a streamer because of like really how something's phrased, I get it. It makes a lot of sense. It's highly effective rhetorically to have a really good alt name to fuck with people's heads. So, in my opinion, I don't know if this has been a coined phrase, but if it is going to be coined, I hope it's coined by me. Psychological warfare is the only type of warfare worth waging. So, for all the alts, do your thing. I don't know who you guys are, nor will I ever put in the effort trying to figure out who you guys are. However, be a little bit more inconspicuous in your connections and making yourselves able to be exposed. You know. Oh, Drew's dropping in. That'd be tight. Yeah, yeah. Uh, I don't know which. It's we're way off in the weeds, Layla. It's uh, but if Drew's coming in a little bit, I'll keep an eye open for the guest to see if he drops in. Whatever. I'm probably not going to be holding it open for more than like 20 more minutes because there's really nothing I'm doing here other than shooting the shit. But if he wants to stop in to say what's up, I'm down for that. Anybody wants to say hi, whatever, or hey, fucking snow. Oh, it's Smith. You know what? All right, that I've yeah. All right, okay, I get it. I retract my initial harassment. You do you, boo. On to another thing. What up, Snow? Are you still running away from Tommy, or is he still harassing you? What's going on? I saw you had an alt now where you're pretending to be that one hippie burnout heroin addict. Fucking, what's it, Magic Mystic? Is that the name of that broad? Fucking, why do you guys always need to have so many fucking alternates accounts on all these different lores and things? Like, me and Normie, a guy who's working a fucking regular 40-hour work week, I can't keep up with all this fucking schizo stuff. If you guys could just keep it down to one fucking account, it would really help me out a lot. I can't keep track of stuff, and we've already tried the whole Clips channels alternate route. And the thing is, for all you fucking big level content producer people, uh, either make like an hour and a half of exclusively like Captain Crunch Oops All Bangers videos from now on, or just don't fucking bother. Like these fucking 3, 4, 5, 6 hour streams getting up into 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I feel like I'm doing the house or the hours of rock alternate version because it sucks. This is a truther 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock rock. Only it's truther version and it's just all horrible lines because you guys literally just talk about the same shit all the time and expect people to tune in and act like we're going to work throughout our day and pop in good quips or be a part of what you're doing, and you produce nothing. Like at least like the people that are viewers, from my side, the normie guys, the people who have done this whole song and dance with the majority of these people that are still trying to do the song and dance in this panel verse. You're not changing anything, and therefore, why would we bother to contribute to actually keep your fucking sinking ship afloat? I think that's what I'm starting to notice that's happening in this whole realm is the people that actually had the ability to keep the streamers afloat have stopped fucking paddling. Like imagine a Viking ship full of holes and the people are just like, yeah, you know what? Maybe it's better we just sink. Is it okay if we just sink? Like we're literally in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the ocean, and there is no land anywhere. You're not getting us anywhere. Can we just let this boat sink? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, but I feel like I'm probably not wrong in that assessment of how things are going. If you can't keep up, then I don't know what to tell you. Maybe I'm just vibing on a whole nother level. No, do not. God damn it, Snow. Do not involve me into your fucking bullshit. Okay? Just let me watch as a sideline viewer. Let me enjoy my fucking trash. You wanted me to watch the fucking meltdowns that you recommended. Just don't fucking don't include me. Let me be an anonymous fucking retard that doesn't have to actually contribute to anything. Thank you. I just. All right, I'm gonna throw some fucking logs on the fire. The logs are kept going by CBO. Jew Burger Inc. is sponsoring these last logs, and after that, we'll be calling it a night. So enjoy the ASMR. I'm just kidding. God damn it, pull it up. There we go. That's funny. All right, I appreciate it. It was very funny. I appreciate you leaning into that with me on that moment. I'll be back in a second. I'm gonna, throw some shit on. Where's my fucking gloves? There we go. I should. Okay, if I do another stream, I'll bring them out because currently they're sitting in a Tupperware bucket because they're chicks right now. So I wouldn't put them in there. But basically, I'm planning on building a whole side thing. It's a whole thing. But if one of them turns out to be a male, then I guess I'll maybe do a barbecue chicken stream. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Ooh, yes. It says there's a guest. Hey, it's Drew. What's up?
Yo, what's up? Can you hear me, Donald?
Hold on 1 second. I can hear you. I can't hear you on. Here's my headphones. Give me like 5 seconds.
Yo.
Oh yeah, your audio is good. Can you hear me?
You're echoing now.
Am I not echoing now?
Not now, no.
Okay, good. All right, perfect.
You were roboting
I
really bad
muted
before,
the
but now that's not happening.
bonfire.
You're no longer roboting.
Perfect. Yeah, I muted the bonfire mic, so that's how I was able to clear that up. How's it going, man?
It's going good, bro. Just chilling, just living that dad life.
Basically holding down the chaos in Florida. How has it been the last few months? Because like the election cycle, has it been? Have you noticed like any sort of like ramping up of stuff or whatever?
there's not too many libs down here, so you don't really.
Basically, everybody's dug in on just like, I've made the decision already. This is what it's going to be, and we're basically planning out should things go bad at this point.
Yeah, I've only seen a handful of like Harris stickers. When I say a handful, I mean like one or two or three. I saw one
Right.
black guy come out of a shirt with he came out of Walmart with a Harris
Have you
shirt,
seen like
and then just the other
anybody
day we
like
saw someone parked in
doubling
a
back on like the QAnon stuff?
disabled.
Sorry, I don't know if it cut out. Can you hear me?
You know, the guys where I work with, there's one guy that's kind of just
Okay, I can hear you good.
yeah.
I was asking,
Can you hear me?
have you heard anybody like restart mentioning like the whole QAnon stuff?
Only one guy at my work. He is into the Twitter, and
Oh,
he's kind of
okay.
into it a little bit.
I saw over on the Discord you
But
were
other than
trying to
that,
get
not really.
EBT to go back onto X because it's better now. Is it like actually like a little bit more fun now, or what's the deal?
It's a lot like 4chan now.
That's funny.
Not quite as 4chan will have the thread, and they get it. There's actually, if you've never been there, there's a lot of like intellectual conversation there. If you can get past they're saying the N word every 2 seconds, like
Oh
their
yeah,
ideas and
yeah.
stuff are based in actual sound logic and stuff like that.
Well,
But
it's
so the Twitter
there's
thing,
like the
not so
meme.
much. Sorry, the Twitter thing, not so much. Like long discussions like that, but the posts are pretty good.
Oh yeah. I think the best way to sum up 4chan is it's basically the inverse opposite of Reddit, where Reddit is a bunch of retards trying to act like intellectuals, whereas 4chan is a bunch of intellectuals trying to act like retards.
100%.
It's like that's
Yeah. But then I noticed all the YouTube videos and all the 4chan posts and the conspiracy forum posts. It's just X posts, so I just go right to the source.
That's funny. It is weird how when cryptocurrency was first taking its initial steps was when Twitter was taking its initial steps. Like, I don't know if you remember, but there was like the era back when Twitter, you would still get it texted to your phone. That whole time, where you like, if you subscribed to notifications, it was equivalent of getting actual text from your friends
Yeah, no,
because
I
they
didn't
were
use it
on.
then, I guess.
Yeah, it was really funny because it was basically like all these people do like all these different group chats and shit now. Twitter back in the day when it first started out, because it had your number, and that was the easiest way to sign up. Um, you would basically sign up for notifications basically immediately, because nobody knew the whole like turn off notifications thing at that point. And you would just basically get texts from your friends from Twitter that were just like sending just the most random shit. So you would have like a whole internet you know beef with like a bunch of people in a group chat, but just be on your phone, texting to the same number, but doing
Right.
an at sign for each person. And it was basically how there was the transfer from the internet chat rooms to now having it on your phone, where you could actually use that at sign, and it would somehow, I don't know all the technical stuff that goes into it, but it would notify that person specifically with like a different alternate version notification of that text in that thread, so that they knew that they were being replied to. So it, for the time, was fairly advanced and interesting, because it's how people started getting hooked on this shit.
Yeah, and somehow now you can get paid on there. You got to sign up to get the. You got to pay to be like a paid member with the verified check mark, but then it says it'll pay you to post. I don't know really how that works, but I was like, damn, I should just try it because I have so much old content. I was like, I should just go through and start chopping that shit up. Just put
It
tiny
would be
little
worth
clips
a
on
shot
there.
to at least like see how it plays out, because like especially like I've noticed there's so much stuff that's starting to loop again, like a
Yeah,
lot
there's
of
definitely
conspiracies.
patterns. Yeah, the loops are like every few years, the shit loops around again.
Hmm.
Same exact shit.
You could totally use a lot of the old like Brandalism images and memes and shit from back in the day to
Yeah, I might think about it. It's a lot of work, but
it would. But see, like it's one of those things where it's yeah, it is that risk versus reward thing. But okay, keep in mind we're at a level now where it is so much an acceptable meme that the algorithm doesn't actually stop you from posting a meme about 9/11.
yeah.
Like
Well,
let's take that into perspective. Like I saw a meme from there was this Instagram page called Fake News Network, and then they do the Brandalism style to make it look like CNN, right?
yeah,
um, and they screen recorded in like iMessage basically how they were able to use like an airplane emoji and make it move left to right for an activity, and then put two towers and then made that emoji specific to look like an exploding emoji. So like when it was sent to the person, it looked exactly like how you think it would look, right? And this is shit that now people are like, oh yeah, that's fucking funny, because like obviously everything is falling apart, and there's shit like that go. So you re-releasing that old stuff and like playing back into that stuff, I think is gonna be something that'd be a perfect timing type of thing.
yeah. And I think that if I could like put the date of it on there, like the date it aired, so they could see these are ideas that we talked about 4, 5, 6 years ago that are just kind
Oh
of coming to the
yeah.
forefront now. Maybe it would lead some people over. I don't know
Time
though.
stamping it would be great.
I think well on Twitter you can only do upload like 1 or 2 minutes or something. So I'd have to physically go in and like clip out like extract little parts of it.
Right.
But
But
so
I
that's what I'm
mean,
saying.
like,
It'd be a lot of work, but I have to go through my old hard drives anyway and like get all the stuff off them. So if I just like
it,
did it as I went, it might not be
exactly.
that
That's
bad.
if you already have to go through it, like, you might as well go through it with a more fine tooth comb instead
Right,
of just going through it for the upload's sake, right? Like, make it count, make it worth your time type thing.
right. And then I think you gotta pay like so it's like $8 a month is the minimum level. But I mean, it might be worth it to try it for like 6 months and just see what kind of happens. You're only like $50 in at that point.
Oh,
Wouldn't be that
totally.
bad.
Like, that's at least like a worthwhile, like, first investment. Like, to
Just
see
try
how
it.
it goes. Yeah.
Because it's like straight anti-Semitic on there and shit now too. Like that shit's mainstream, dude. That shit has gone mainstream.
Oh yeah, well, okay, look, the fucking moment that fucking Kanye was on Alex Jones wearing a goddamn mask, holding a fucking can of Yoo-hoo and a fucking butterfly net, it was fucking over. Like, I can't fight that. I can't beat that with a meme. I can't fucking turn, like, it's over. We've reached the fucking peak. Like, everything is downhill from here. He literally said net and yoo-hoo. I had never thought about that before in my fucking life. And now I see this fucking nigger with a fucking mask on, holding a fucking net and a fucking yoo-hoo, talking to Alex Jones,
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
completely unhinged.
Did you see that? Did you see the Roseanne one on Theo Vaughn? Did you see that shit?
Yes! Yes!
I mean, that's how mainstream this shit is. Theo Vaughn's probably like the #1 podcast right now, I would say. In my opinion, I
I
guess.
You know what? It would be really hard to get this type of interview that I'm thinking about, but it would be really cool to get a type of interview with somebody like either Theo Vaughn, or actually it would be funny actually to do Theo Vaughn and Jay Dyer getting interviewed at the same time, because of the fact that one, I know Jay fucking is a fanboy of Theo, but they're also like, they're walking that line of trying to play normie while they're obviously conspiratards. So
Yeah.
like, it would be something for the right person, uh, set up to the right audience, would be fucking gold, because of the fact that like, if they can trust, the host is, not some SJW fucking freak that's gonna try and nuke them later, and they can do a little bit of like funny bit shit. Like, okay, um, I haven't actually gotten to talk about this ever, but I went out to Jim Bob with Jay Dyer and Isaac Weishaupt out in Vegas a few weeks back. I don't know if you remember that was going on.
Yeah. Was that when Jim Bob did the stand up?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I
dude.
remember that.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was pretty fucking decent. Like, obviously, it wasn't standout gonna fucking break the internet type of whatever, but like the fact that there was, I want to say at least 100 people, like packed into a room, like ready, waiting. Like, you know how if you ever gone to like a metal show, whatever, there's the opener bands and there's like maybe 10 people waiting for it. It was full house the entire night, nobody left. Like, you couldn't ask for a better type of crowd. So I find it like interesting that there is this kind of thing where maybe there could be something, to the extent of almost like, there's imagine touring conspiratards that have local conspiratards, to where you can basically have stand-up nights in different areas that are kind of like holdout cities or whatever, to where it's going to be like a fun night where the type of people that you want to show up are going to show up, and you're going to have a fun joke night. I think that's at this point totally possible.
Yeah, that's actually I talked to EBT about that a long time ago, like saying like you could actually probably like take this shit on tour.
Oh, 100%. And that's what's been happening realistically. Like Sam Tripoli has been, doing that to some degree. Isaac Weishaupt has been doing that. Fucking Jay's been doing that. I honestly, like, they've been striking while the iron's hot, and doing kind of stuff that's basically the equivalent to punk bands hitting the road initially, back in the day. So it's a very weird time to be watching how this all plays out.
Yeah, I feel you. It's so mainstream.
Right. Did you ever think, when you were fucking first looking into 9/11 stuff, that it would ever be this mainstream?
Not that no, but I think I figured that out when Instagram started. I started seeing more and more accounts going on Instagram,
Yeah.
like more and more conspiratard. I thought it would go more mainstream, but I guess I never thought it would be at the level it's at. It's just so crazy that it's everyone knows conspiracy. Everyone, you can talk to anyone and they know some of the shit about some of these like tropes.
Oh yeah, dude. Like, none of it is surprising to anybody. Like, the fact that I had, seen multiple times on Instagram now, people were replaying this meme where I forget who the original artist is, but it's like a original like black and white sketch type of a comic. Um, and there's a kid like in the back area of like a restaurant, right, where everybody's doing the dishwashing and whatever. And the only fucking caption bubble is on the top, and it says, I hate to break it to you, kid, but everybody here is well versed in esoteric and lore.
Yeah.
Like the fucking dishwashers at your local fucking restaurant
Yeah.
are all up on esoteric lore. Like this isn't special shit.
No, yeah, it's very, very, very mainstream. Like this was a while ago. I think I talked about it before. It was like I was at Walmart and this fucking old as fuck guy that worked there, I'm talking like 60 years old, was talking to some other worker about like Epstein Island and all this shit. Like,
And they act like it's a new discovery too every single fucking time. And when you try and tell them like, "Hey man, like you try and give them basically the Super Mario Brothers like equivalent of like the speed tube of like, here, let me try and get you to the end so that you don't have to suffer like how I did trying to like break down whether this is real or that's real or whether this is important or that's important." Like, and they still every single time insist on walking it out themselves. And while on one hand I respect that, at the same time I think it shows like a broken part to society currently, because we weren't always, as a human society, or different cultures rather, I guess, uh, would actually be more receptive to taking advice from other people instead of insisting on walking their own path, right? The
right.
West is a little bit more insistent on that. Uh, I need to figure it out myself, and that's why I think that Gnosticism and all these different things have been so able to persist throughout the years, because uh, there's been no point where we finally said, okay, we need to snuff this shit out. Like the Protestant Revolution has made sure that individual revelation keeps that alive and thriving here.
Yeah, there's no like, how do I say it? I don't want to flag your stream. There's no unaliving. Is
Yeah,
that gonna
no, dude,
anymore?
look,
Like
send it.
that's that's where I think the only way people would respond is if people started putting heads on stakes or something. But that's so far gone from society.
Right. It really is gonna take that level of just like, okay, we need to have like, regardless of side, every politician that is currently holding office, from the city level all the way up. Sorry, like it's got to be a very symbolic like clearing of house type of thing.
Yeah,
And I
absolutely.
don't think we have the stomach for it. And that's
I
fine. Like it
I
just
agree.
is what it is.
Yeah, I agree. There's no it's just been so far removed from society that people just think it's like straight barbarian or something. But then look where society's at because that was removed. That's what Benton actually likes to talk about a lot is the psyop of Gandhi and Martin Luther King and the nonviolent revolution and everything. And they praise those guys as such like you know, changers or whatever, like revolutionaries, I guess is the real word, but and they did it all through nonviolence. But it's just a psyop, right? To get you to believe that you don't have to do anything, I guess.
Right. Like, did they actually solve anything? And then upon delving into any sort of these characters, is it not immediately revealed that they're like some sort of three-letter agency fucking prop up? Like,
Right. Martin Luther communist.
yeah, right.
He was a member of the International Pussy Eater Society or whatever the fuck it was
Exactly.
called.
How many years do we have left until those
And
audio tapes of him laughing at the women when they're being raped is released to the public again? Is it
and
like 3 years still?
you look at it, it was all about like the forcing of desegregation, and where did that get us? Now
Right.
we're at basically, yeah, I'd say even both sides. I probably like almost would rather be segregated.
It's and that's the funny thing. Like everybody for it I think there's just basically it's earworms for the most part. Like people hear the word segregation or anything they desegregation, pro segregation, anything that has the end fucking caboose of segregation attached to it. Somehow has to be some sort of brain worm that triggers people into automatically being geared up for a fight. They don't even want to hear what the person is saying on the other side. It doesn't matter. They're just ready for a fight. And I don't understand it. Well, I mean, I do understand it because it's, you know, everybody's been programmed at this point with so many fucking psyops and, shooting events and traumatic things. Basically, we have the majority of the West is suffering from PTSD, which one of the prime things that happens with somebody with PTSD is they become highly suggestible, right? Like, if you
Right, it's
have the
it's
right,
MK Ultra, like literally
yeah,
textbook MK Ultra from mainstream media.
and if you have the right voice person, I think that's honestly why they choose to make so many different cliche archetype Reddit type of things that people glom onto, like the traditional cliche British voice, for example, or some sort of archetype character. These different things become almost like a way to shoehorn in a belief system that seems to like pacify that whatever group that we're having to deal with right now. So it's like almost like these different obvious gods or characters have been set up to make this decline be more palatable for the people who would freak out if it weren't, hidden from them.
Yeah, society has completely collapsed. This is another. I'm stealing all of Benton's things tonight, but then Benton says how like society's collapsing no matter where you go. People just want to try to get you to go away. And I experienced that today. Like I needed a part to hang my screen door because it must have been fucking jerry rigged. And I'm missing the part. And then I went to all these different places and no one can help me. No one can. I have the pictures of what I need and everything. Like no one. They're just like, oh, here, just dude was like, buy whatever you need here, and you can just return what doesn't work. I'm like, bro, like my whole day was wasted doing that. And I don't know if it's a Jacksonville thing or what, but we've had a lot of, or if it's just something of the time since recently, but we've had a lot of bad luck with stuff like that lately, like just being unable to get help from typical
I think
services and
there's
stuff.
definitely something to weaponized incompetence. Like both on like the male versus female level and then also like the societal level. So like follow me for a second. Like we've had so many different waves of feminism right there going on to where at this point also coupled with postmodernism, the majority of women are basically at a point where they just kind of like are basically fem cells. Like they're just as checked out as guys are. It's just not as reported on, and so they end up starting doing this whole like checking out on stuff and get negative on things, and it ends up turning into, oh well, the guys aren't able to associate with the girls. It's basically everything is completely falling apart because all of these people are basically locking themselves in and not, like you're not actually having people like actually socialize and see like, okay, like, yeah, shit is going kind of crazy, but you can actually hold down into different areas and be able to not have like so much chaos around you in your immediate life. But so many people I think are just born or raised in so many broken homes at this point. I think we're sitting at a point where there's been a culmination from the last 20, 30 years that I don't think we can even come back from at this point. Like, how many different families have had divorces and remarriages and all these different things, to where, like, you have an entire society of people that doesn't even understand how to actually properly have a normal family anymore, you know?
Yeah.
It's hard to figure out like where to go from here too, because like it's that, you want to be optimistic about, we're gonna try and, Alex Jones this out, we're gonna save America and we're gonna whatever, but it's like, okay, like, I mean, can we really, like,
I mean,
I
I hate
think
to say it, but
realistically.
I'm with Andrew Wilson. I think you just gotta end women's suffrage and
I
admit it was a
agree.
bad experiment.
It's one of those things though where basically I feel like everybody can say we need to repeal the 19th, but nobody has the guts to. Like, that's one of those things, like, okay, if if there's like any sort of like pool of names in a hat that you can throw yourself in to be the sacrificial lamb, to be on the pulpit to say like, this shit has to happen, so that at least all the other men can feel compelled enough by somebody else who finally said it, I'll be that guy. I'll go up there. I'll get roasted. I'll have, BLM and all the feminists put my head on a stake, just to try and make sure that we can try and actually start moving away from this stuff. But aside from that, I don't see it happening. I just think it's we're working towards a slow decline.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's part of what they did is they, for a long time, took out like leaders. Like, you don't have leaders anymore. Like Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, all that. Those are probably some of the last leaders. And the only ones we have today are probably Donald Trump and I would say Obama. If Obama came out and told the libs to do something, they'd do it. Same with Trump.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I don't know how long you were sitting back there, side note, Toilet, but I just brought you up. So I don't know if I kind of fucked up on dropping the ball to see if you were back there. Are you there? How's it going?
Huh?
Yeah, there we are. All right. What's up?
What's up? Let me fix something.
What's good, dog?
What's good? What the hell are you guys talking about? Y'all being doomy and gloomy up in here? Delusional and denial and everything?
Nah, just campfire, shooting the shit, basically.
This ain't campfire conversations.
Well, I mean, you sound like you're about to pass out, so
I
it basically is.
Well, I've supplemented the use of water for coffee and energy drinks, so I don't know. Maybe I'll go to sleep. Maybe I'll go to sleep. Maybe I just want to be.
What's energy drink is your drink, bro? Are you on the white Monster, the boomer one?
Nah, fuck Monster. Monster's gross. I'll drink some. I haven't in a long time. I'll drink Nas, but lately it's just been Red Bull and coffee.
Red Bull. Sugar-free Red Bull or just straight 39
Fuck
grams
no,
of sugar
sugar
Red Bull?
free. I want
You go
all the
with
goy slop sugar, bro.
You got that straight. The mango one, like 59 grams and shit.
I'm trying. Yo, I'm fucking high blood pressure, fucking maxing, bro. Let's go. Let's fucking go.
It's Balkan season.
Dude, none of that shit affects me. It doesn't even matter. Sugar don't affect me. Nothing.
Yeah, all you gotta do is say you're gonna alchemize it, and then nothing happens.
Yeah, I just want to be next to this fire, cook marshmallows with my bros.
Yeah, I was. I mean, I'm actually surprised we made it to over an hour. I was basically planning on shutting it down earlier.
Is there a keg at this campfire party? Where's the keg at?
There should have been. It's a Wednesday. If it were a Friday, there would be a keg.
There's just one bottle of Car Cove.
and a
It's all
Mad
good,
Dog
guys.
2020.
I brought a bottle of
Wild
absolute
turkey.
pepper. We're gonna take shots of pepper.
Hey, speaking of Red Bull, man, my boy was one of the first people to work for Red Bull before anyone heard of it. And he would go, so his job was to go to gas stations and try to convince them to bring Red Bull into their gas station. And no one would, they'd be like, $2 a can. Who the fuck's going to buy this? And they would all fucking shit on him. And then they would like be calling him back, a few months later and like to get it. But that was when, the first shit I ever heard of that Red Bull was when they had do you remember the liquid Viagra? Is that still a thing? It was like Red Bull.
So.
I think it was like
vaguely
Red
remember
Bull
that.
and Jägermeister. And we heard of it and we started calling around to places too. This before fucking any of that shit, and people were like, "Red Bull, isn't that like a 40-ounce drink?" We're like, "No, bro, it's like some kind of energy drink or something."
Oh, they're thinking of Red Dog.
Yeah, Red Dog, Red Dog, man, Red Dog and Blue Bull. It's a fucking Mandela effect.
That's right. I don't understand why they don't sell 40 ounces anymore.
They don't sell them no more.
And maybe it's a regional thing, but they don't sell that shit around here. It's all 32 ounces.
I think because you're in Atlanta, they're just sold out, dog.
Yeah, man, I
They
drank
gotta
them all.
be. I mean, I still see 40s of Mickey's. They just put them in plastic bottles now.
Nasty.
Nasty
And then
work.
you get microplastics in your
Horrible.
balls.
Yeah.
Malt liquor gets you drunk quicker and also gives you so much soy.
Is there
man.
soy in malt liquor?
There's got to be something horrible in it on top of just
There's
whatever the
menthol
hell
in
is.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's got fucking Newport fucking ashes mixed in with the recipe. It's just that's called City Spice, bro.
That's right.
That's right. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all got some mad Popeyes down there in Atlanta. I'd
Oh,
like to go to
Popeyes
an
is
Atlanta
fucking
Popeyes.
disgusting, dude. I haven't eaten at Popeyes in forever.
It's
dude.
not about the Popeyes though. It's about the experience of going inside of the Popeyes.
That shit was a psyop. None of that shit was real, dude. Black people don't act like that. What's wrong with you, man?
Bro, that shit.
All right, fuckers. I'm gonna shut it down.
It's funny. It's auto hoax until you see videos of like black people acting fucking crazy.
My
No,
phone's
that's
about
real.
to overheat, but
That's real.
it was good to see you guys hang out. I
You're
gotta
getting too
shut
close
it
to
down
the truth.
so I can...
He's a shill. He's got to shut us down.
Right. Exposed. Rage quit.
Stephen Dave,
All right.
you're such a shill, dude. You're such a campfire CIA agent shill out there in the middle of the fucking desert. We know what's going on. You're near a military base. We know what's going on, dude.
Exactly. I'm literally just burning off oil from an underground base. This is a vent right here.
Yeah, those are human bodies in that pyre. We didn't see that part of the video.
All right. Take care, guys. It was good hanging out with y'all.
Oh man, just when it was getting good. End on a high note. I feel
Peace
you.
out.
Yeah, close out right. God bless. All right, take care. Anybody watching, fuck y'all for not coming up. But also, it was good hanging out for everybody with the bonfire. Maybe we'll do it again sometime. Who knows? Maybe not.